What is up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Tempered Gaming. Today we're going to get into a PvP Tempest build. I like to call it Zephyr Control. I will show you the essences, secondary gears, Paragon, everything like that, and then kind of explain why and how to use this build. First, I did want to give a shout out to Echo Gaming and Index. They are extremely good Diablo Immortal players and very informative. Would highly recommend going to check out their channel. So appreciate it, guys. They kind of influenced me to want to make content as well. So jumping right into it, with skills, you're going to want to use Rolling Surf, Crosswinds, Squall, Breaker, and Wind Edge. Now let's go to the essences so I can show you why. For helmet, you're going to want to use Unyielding Vision. Rolling Surf critical hits cause an explosion of water, dealing 19,000 damage to nearby enemies. Damage increased by 90%. Slippery Shell, Squall also increases your damage by 8% for 5.7 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Depths Drawn, Breaker also increases your damage by 19% for 4 seconds. So these two, that's a lot of damage. Flaring Lighthouse. Breaker now causes you to dash forward, damaging enemies and conjuring a Zephyr in your wake, so behind you, and then also you gain an Absorb Shield. Sky Imparter, Rolling Surf now empowers your edges, causing you and your Zephyr's primary attacks to throw water daggers that return to you. Hurricane Hitch makes your Crosswinds now empowers your edges with wind, causing you and your Zephyr's primary attacks to unleash wind blades, damaging enemies, and crosswind damage is increased by 18%. Shriekworth, crosswind critical hits cause 4 blades of wind to shatter off the target, dealing 21,000 damage to enemies they hit. It cannot occur more often than every 0.5 seconds. Damage increased by 90%. So these two are going to damage people, or a group of people if they are kind of clustered up. So that's really good. And then this last one, your Zephyr damage is increased by 28.5%. Now, the reason I am not using Flowing Strike is because Tempest got nerfed last year, and I do not think it is strong enough to go into a group of people and try to stun them. I kind of use Tempest as more of a support class, but it still does deal a lot of damage. It is just not a barbarian. It is not a monk right now. That is the meta. So, moving on to Paragon. Because we're not using Flowing Strike, the immunity may be a problem, but again, it's more of a support to kind of stay at distance and just put in a lot of damage. And then also, I will show you how to use your Zephyrs. But because you don't have that Flowing Strike and being able to dash out of an immunity problem, this reduces the duration and loss of control effects against you by 10%. This is a Gladiator. Cheat Death, fatal attacks from players instead reduce you to 1 life while making you immune to damage and stunning you for 3 seconds. Uncontrollable, when struck by an effect which causes loss of control your character, you are immune. Grizzled Veteran, when fighting a player, you deal 4% more damage and take 4% less damage. And to the Victor, when you defeat a player, your Grizzled Veteran bonus increases to 12% for 10 seconds. And for the Legendary, I always use this one. Using a buff skill grants a shield to nearby allies, absorbing damage equal to 15% of your maximum life. I think that helps out quite a bit. For secondaries, I would typically use Grace, 4 Grace, and then 4 Urge. Right now, my green gear is a little bit kind of messed up because I'm trying to go for CR right now. I'm trying to do the Inferno 5 climb. Right now it is at 45, 412. Here are my other stats. So let me go to the training arena and kind of show you how we're going to use these Zephyrs. I don't know if a lot of people know or if they do, but when you conjure a Zephyr, you can move them around with crosswinds. You can place them wherever you want. Like you could dash there with all of them, which I think is extremely useful. So if you're just going, attacking, dash, dash, and then with crosswinds, and they all use your rolling surf and throw wind daggers. That's a lot of damage. And then also when you're doing a bunch of damage yourself, it stacks up pretty nicely. So this is an example. I have a clip right here. This is me in Battlegrounds. I am getting beat up pretty bad. Let me show you how I come back. So because a gladiator, I actually die right here, but I'm saved. And I dash out, leave a Zephyr, I kill somebody with it, and then I also kill another person. This actually happens quite frequently when I'm leaving. A bunch of people attacking me, it leaves the Zephyrs there, and they get to work. They put down a lot of damage. This is something I would highly recommend. I love this build, and hope you do too. And I will let a full Battleground match where I'm using this build go ahead and play. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, drop a like, hit the sub button. I'd really appreciate it. It goes a long way. And I hope to see you in the next one.